The role of a prosecutor should be to seek justice, not to concoct some kind of a scheme to get a former president caught up in a judicial system that is totally biased against him. He's not going to be able to get a fair judge, a fair trial, a fair jury. Now, through all of this, when you look at prosecutorial misconduct, President Trump's legal team, my friend Alina Habba, brought this up, cut 7.
Let's remember that the real crime here that we have is that DA Bragg did leak that there were 30 to 34 counts. We already know that. That in itself is a felony. You are not to let that go. So at this point, I mean, and I like everybody in this country to be treated the same no matter who you are.
We don't know if the DA leaked that information. That is speculation.
Well, we don't have that information. So, well, it's not speculation. We don't have the information. So it came from their office.
Of course it did. Thank you, Alina, for sticking up for President Trump. Yourself, as Don Lemon there, tries to cut you off. But this is what the media does. It blocks for Alvin Bragg like an offensive line for a quarterback. The only problem is Alvin Bragg is not good at his job. You heard Alina Habba say he leaked the grand jury information. If there are 34 counts, this legal maneuvering will be the likes of which we have never, ever seen before. The other leak out of this, Fox News had found out that only one of these counts is a felony. Good news, I guess, for President Trump. But this is going to look really bad for the Democrats. I'm glad about that, as Alvin Bragg bends and twists the law to try to come up with an outcome that he wants. He has no regard for the truth, this man. It is Soviet-style political persecution. Now, there are certainly politicians that probably should be behind jail. How about Hillary Clinton? How about Joe Biden? Jim Jordan, my friend from Ohio, the Republican head of the Judiciary Committee, talked about that, cut 9.
Secretary Clinton can destroy 30,000 emails. Joe Biden gets to keep quiet his classified document issue. But with President Trump, they spy on his campaign. They raid his home 91 days before an election. And now they indict him on a campaign finance violation when he didn't even use campaign funds for the transaction in question. So this is ridiculous. The country understands it. And that's why we, 3 different committees, are trying to get information and answers to key questions from District Attorney Bragg.
All right. So no other law enforcement body is going to go after Alvin Bragg for prosecutorial misconduct or the felony of leaking that information to a grand jury. And while other Democrat politicians skate on all the issues that Jim Jordan just pointed out, it will be up to Jim Jordan's Judiciary Committee to try to get the truth of how this all unfolded. And the idea that government money was used here, Alvin Bragg admitted to Jim Jordan's committee that he used government, federal money, to wage this investigation against President Trump, this witch hunt against President Trump, which gives Jim Jordan even more ammunition to be looking into this as an oversight committee.